Hello friends, welcome back to another What's for Dinner video where I share what I fed my family of 6 for dinner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and get some dinner inspiration. We started our week with orange chicken, which is always a family favorite. I had 6 chicken breasts that I pulled out of the freezer and thawed. I cubed up the meat and set it aside while I made the sauce. This recipe will be linked down below for you. It's a good one. Once I have thickened the sauce, I set it aside to cool and I worked on the chicken again. I whisked some eggs and prepared a bowl of the flour mixture. I also seasoned the chicken with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and I mixed everything together to combine. Next, I dipped each piece of chicken into the eggs and then into the flour mixture. I set all the chicken aside on a sheet. Next, I preheated a large skillet and cooked the chicken on medium heat until it was cooked through and golden brown on both sides. I removed the chicken and placed it all into a paper towel lined bowl to collect any excess oil. I repeated the process until all of my chicken was cooked through. I cooked all the chicken and set it aside until just before dinner time. Once it was about 30 minutes to dinner, I cooked the rice. I placed all the chicken into a clean skillet and tossed it with the sauce that I made. This is a great dinner you can prep earlier in the day and just pull it all together at dinner time in minutes. For the veggie side, I decided to make a cauliflower and cucumber salad. I was craving cauliflower the entire week before, so I picked some up on my previous trip to the grocery store, decided to listen to my body and make a cauliflower and cucumber salad. I just chopped up some cucumbers, cauliflower, radishes, green onions, and dill. I dressed the salad with some equal parts mayo, sour cream, salt, pepper, a few cloves of garlic. It was delicious, refreshing salad that I felt went well with the tangy chicken, and most importantly, it satisfied that craving that I had. So I knew my younger kids would not touch the salad, so for them I decided to steam some broccoli. I love these pouches from Costco. They're so convenient and perfect serving size for my younger kids. I just steamed the broccoli in the microwave and I tossed it with some salt, butter, pepper, and some garlic powder. And this is what dinner looked like. It was delicious, and orange chicken is always a repeat in our household. Moving on to dinner number 2, I made Russian steamed dumplings, otherwise known as MANTI. I doubled the recipe this time because I wanted leftovers, and a lot of leftovers. So I used 3 pounds of ground beef, 2 large onions, and 2 packages of the wonton wraps for the shell. I'm starting off by shredding my onions into my large mixing bowl. You can also chop them, but I want them very fine. Next, I'm going to add the meat, salt, pepper, and combine everything together, and that makes the filling. The reason I wanted to double the recipe is because all 4 of my kids love these and my husband loves these as well. And I feel like they're even better the next day when you fry them up on a skillet and have a little bit of crispy edges. Yummy. Now, to activate the wonton wraps, you need to wet them with water. So once I have prepared the wraps, I will add about a teaspoon of filling and pinch the sides together to make the classic MANTI shape. I'm going to steam these for about 45 minutes on medium heat. While the MANTI are cooking, I'm going to make my favorite salad to serve with this meal. I feel like the flavors blend so well together. This is one of those meals that leaves everybody super satisfied. I'm going to shred 3 carrots and about 1/4 of a head of a cabbage. And I'm going to dress the salad with some sunflower oil, white vinegar, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, and garlic. Just mix everything together, pop it in the fridge to let all the flavors blend together until we are ready to eat. I love to drizzle some melted butter over the MANTI and then just top them with some sour cream. Such a good meal. So we ended up having this for 2 of our dinners because I made double what I usually make. And on the 4th night, we had taco stuffed shells. I'm starting by boiling my large shell noodles according to the package directions. Then I just drain them and rinse them with cold water so they don't stick to each other. Next, I am working on my filling. I'm shredding 1 large onion into a large skillet and then adding about 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to break it apart with my little ground beef masher and season the beef with some salt, pepper, and taco seasoning. And I'm just going to continue cooking and breaking it apart until it is cooked through and browned. Once my beef is cooked through, I'm adding 1 can of drained and rinsed black beans, about 1/2 cup of salsa, and 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm going to mix this all together, season it with more taco seasoning and salt and pepper. I am adding some cheddar cheese to the meat mixture. I'm going to simmer this on low heat until the cheese is melted. And that's it, the filling is ready. I just stuffed the shells to the brim with as much filling as I could fit into them. Then I'm going to top it with some extra cheddar cheese and just stick it into the oven. This is a great meal to make ahead and just pop it in the oven to heat through, and voila, you have a delicious and filling dinner. I just served these with some cucumbers and sour cream and salsa. Moving on to dinner number 5, we had fried chicken tenders with homemade mac and cheese. For our family, I'm using about 4 pounds of tenders. I just clean and clip any gross parts and place them all into a bowl. I'm marinating them for a few hours with buttermilk, salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic salt. While the chicken is marinating, I'm going to make my homemade mac and cheese. I'm just cooking my elbow noodles and making my cheese sauce. In a medium-sized pot, I am melting some butter and then I will add my flour and make a roux. Once my flour has cooked through, I will slowly add my milk and cheese and melt everything together. I like to season my cheese sauce with pepper and garlic salt. When my noodles are done, I'm going to drain them and toss them with the sauce. You can serve the mac and cheese now, or you can place it all into a casserole dish and heat it up in the oven later. To make the fried chicken tenders, I'm going to prepare the flour mixture to dredge them all in. It's just flour, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and buttermilk. I'm going to dredge all the tenders in the mixture and set them all aside on a sheet. Once all my chicken is ready, I'm going to fry it in some avocado oil on medium heat until it is golden and crispy on both sides. Once my chicken has all been cooked through, I'm just removing it all onto a paper towel lined plate, and I'm going to continue the process until I have fried all of my tenders. These tenders are so delicious. You get that fabulous crunchy coating with the moist and flavorful chicken. No bones to eat around and no mess. We absolutely love these, and I have been making them for my family for years. The last dinner I cooked this week was beef stroganoff. I have about a pound of beef which I just sliced into short strips, and I'm going to brown the meat in some avocado oil on medium heat until it is cooked through. I always season my meat with salt and pepper. While the meat is browning, I'm just slicing one large onion and about 6 mushrooms. Now that my beef is browned, I am removing it and I'm going to saute the mushrooms and onions in a little bit of butter in the same pot. Because my cut of beef was not tender, I decided to toss it into the Instant Pot to ensure that I get really tender meat. My younger 2 kids will not eat the beef if they have to work hard to chew it. So I'm just tossing the beef into my Instant Pot with about a cup of water and cooking it on 15 minutes with a quick release. This was finished at the same time my mushrooms were done, so it didn't really add more to my cooking time, and it ensured that my younger 2 will eat their protein with their dinner tonight. For our side, I decided to use up these edamame I found in the back of our freezer. I just heated them up in a small saucepan. They are already cooked, but they did have a lot of ice on them. I also cooked some pasta to go with the stroganoff. Once my mushrooms and onions were browned, I added some flour, some beef broth, and some sour cream. I'm just going to simmer everything and stir everything together, and then when my meat is done from the Instant Pot, I'm just going to toss that in as well. I only use half of the mustard the recipe calls for. My kids just don't love the taste of mustard. I'm also seasoning the sauce with some salt and pepper. Once the edamame was heated through, I just drained the liquid out and just tossed it with some salt, butter, pepper, and garlic powder, of course. So this was dinner. This recipe was so good and everyone cleaned their plates. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see more from me. I hope you guys all have a blessed day.